In 2002, paleontologists working at Cerrejón, a massive open-pit coal mine in Colombia, South America, discovered the fossilized skeletons of two enormous prehistoric animals. One was a vertebra, 13 centimeters wide, 8 times the width of a human vertebra. The sheer size of this bone indicated that its owner was a colossal creature. Then the paleontologists found another vertebra, and then another, until they had assembled a complete skeletal model. They discovered that this animal had approximately 205 vertebrae, proving it was a giant snake, the Titanoboa, the subject of our current discussion. The assembled skeletal model measured 13 meters long, almost the length of 2 Volkswagen Beetles. And what about you? Do you believe the Titanoboa could still be lurking somewhere, watching humanity? Share your theory in the comments and subscribe to the PreHistoric channel for more incredible discoveries. So far, paleontologists have unearthed nearly 30 Titanoboa skeletons, confirming that 13 meters was the normal length for an adult Titanoboa, although larger individuals likely existed. Scientists estimate that the largest individuals could have been no less than 18 meters long. The reason for the Titanoboa's immense size was the environmental temperature. The warmer the climate of its habitat, the larger its body size. This is because smaller individuals cannot tolerate heat as well. Take the thread snake from Panama, for example. It's the smallest snake alive today, less than 10 centimeters long, only 2 centimeters longer than an average earthworm. Although this snake also lives in a tropical region, the problem is that Panama's tropical areas are constantly subjected to cold winds from the Atlantic every year. This is why snakes in that region are so small. Near where the Titanoboa was discovered, scientists also found a 1.5-meter-long turtle shell and a crocodile fossil as large as a Porsche. Scientists believe these giant turtles and crocodiles were the Titanoboa's food. Climate change and extinction. Climate and temperature not only influenced the Titanoboa's massive size, but also played a role in its gradual extinction. Shortly before the emergence of the Titanoboa, the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event wiped out 75% of species on Earth, including the dinosaurs. This was a dramatic climatic shift. The average global temperature during the Paleocene epoch was about 25 degrees Celsius. Such hot prehistoric weather led to a rich fauna, including the gigantic Titanoboa and its equally massive prey. In that era, an adult Titanoboa could easily overpower sea turtles weighing up to 10 kilograms and swallow crocodiles as large as a Porsche. But this doesn't mean the Titanoboa had no natural predators. Crocodiles would seek out and consume Titanoboa eggs. Furthermore, scientists believe the Titanoboa's mating ritual was quite peculiar and even dangerous for the species itself. Male Titanoboas engaged in death duels to compete for mating rights, and the victor would eat the loser. After a male Titanoboa successfully mated with a female, the female would then eat the lucky male to sustain her own nutritional needs. 7 months later, the young snakes would hatch. As you can see, even in its prime, the reproduction of this species was severely limited, because Titanoboas could be eaten by crocodiles before hatching, and a significant portion of adult snakes would then be cannibalized by their own kind. However, scientists believe the primary cause of this snake's extinction was an unexpected climate change. Early in the Paleocene epoch, the average global temperature began to gradually decrease. For the heat-loving Titanoboa, a 12 degrees Celsius temperature was disastrous. The cold led to the gradual extinction of large reptiles, and smaller snakes took their place in the ecosystem. Additionally, the Titanoboa failed to adapt to new habitats. Tropical forests transformed into various grasslands, and the Titanoboa's prey either became extinct or diminished in size. Scientists believe this snake's ultimate extinction was due to its inability to find food. Legends and modern sightings. Although scientists claim that the Titanoboa went extinct long before the emergence of humans, stories of this incredibly large snake are part of cultures and legends worldwide. For instance, European folklore tells of Thor, the Norse god, attempting to kill a gigantic monster. This story is carved on a 1st-century stone, now displayed in the National Museum of Denmark. Interestingly, this colossal snake may have lived in the Norwegian Sea, a marginal sea between the Arctic Ocean and the Scandinavian peninsula. The warm Norwegian current, an extension of the Gulf Stream, flows through this sea. Due to this current, the seawater here does not freeze, even in winter, which would have been a perfect habitat for the Titanoboa. Beyond ancient folklore, modern society, with its widespread use of video equipment, has a plethora of evidence suggesting that Titanoboas do exist. Like this video. If you look closely, you'll see a snake swimming in murky water, its tail taking a long time to disappear from view, implying that this reptile is larger than an anaconda. And this photo was taken by a CIA agent in 1995. The agents were flying over the Republic of Congo when they suddenly noticed a strange object, a snake estimated to be 59 meters long. This far exceeds the size of the Titanoboa skeletons discovered by scientists. In Brazil, a brave angler even attempted to catch a gigantic python with his bare hands. As you can see, the reptiles captured by these cameras are much larger than anacondas. Hibernation theory and the future. Some scientists believe that Titanoboas may have the ability to hibernate. Cold-blooded animals have the capacity to put a certain period of their lives on pause. Their heart rate decreases, breathing slows, and body temperature drops. Such hibernation allows animals to survive harsh winters, droughts, food scarcity, and other extreme conditions. For example, common garter snakes hibernate from late October to April of the following year, spending their dormant period in underground burrows. Scientists consider it plausible that if, millions of years ago, on the brink of extinction due to the cold, the Titanoboa entered a similar state of sleep, hiding underground. Despite the fact that after the discovery of the Titanoboa skeletons, the global average temperature was still unsuitable for the Titanoboa's survival, recent global warming has dramatically changed this situation. Now, the average annual temperature in equatorial regions is around 31 degrees Celsius, which is even higher than the average global temperature during the Paleocene epoch. If the Titanoboa has indeed been sleeping, now is the perfect time for it to awaken, although it may have already awakened. The Titanoboa hunts like a crocodile. It only needs to expose its nose and eyes above the water. Also, the snake's color makes it less noticeable, so its victims might not notice it at all or might mistake it for seaweed. When the snake's prey finally comes within its strike range, the Titanoboa suddenly lunges. Then it uses its massive jaws to bite the prey's neck. Afterward, the Titanoboa coils around the prey's body, continuing to constrict it with its immense strength. This reptile's squeezing force is over 180 kilograms per 6.4 square centimeters. Simply put, this pressure is like a person being crushed by a road roller, unable to move. Finally, the Titanoboa will swallow its prey whole, not even needing to chew. Then a long digestion process follows. Our bones are composed of calcium phosphate and other salts. They are insoluble in water, but will dissolve in the snake's stomach acid, which has a high concentration of hydrochloric acid. When all this is done, you will simply vanish, as if you were never there. What do you think? Unfortunately, paleontologists can only draw conclusions about the appearance and behavior of an extinct animal from a pile of fossils, meaning they might also miss a lot. But we can't just wait for experts to study videos of Titanoboa-like snakes. Be alert to cases of unusually frequent human disappearances. So if you live near water, be sure to look out for strange marks on a shore and be vigilant for unusual ripples in the water. What are your thoughts on this? Is the Titanoboa still hidden somewhere in the ocean or deep within the rainforest, watching humanity? Please let me know your opinion. Thank you all.